Well, there might be a few of you that are wondering what the hell's he going to catch in there. Well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Good morning everyone, welcome to another one of Alan's Angling Adventures. It's Sunday the 13th of October and today I'm at the Honeybridge stream, which for those of you that don't know about the Honeybridge stream, because there probably are a few of you that don't, it's a tributary of the River Adur that comes out at somewhere in the Bridge area. I think it's just up from Bridge. It enters the main river. I'm fishing this a bit early really for me. I always think around December, January time is about the time to come up here, because all I've got is 2 swims that I can fish. Well, I just fancied giving it a go today up here, with the rivers being, well actually they were high but they're dropping now, and it could actually be quite good fishing the main river today, but I wanted to come up here, give it a go up here. It's another beautiful October morning, just like it was on Friday at the lock, and hopefully we can winkle something out, although again it's not going to be easy. It's not really going to be a roving session. There's not really much point. I've got 2 swims that I can fish. The other one is even smaller than this one as far as the amount of water I can fish, but there's still a chance. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to split it in. I'm going to fish here for a few hours in the same spot, and then I'm going to go down to the second one, pack all my gear up, go down to the second one because it's on my way back and it's a bit of a walk from here, and then fish that one for the last couple of hours, hour and a half, couple of hours, and see if we can catch something in that one. But I'm under no illusions, it isn't going to be easy, because of you know, I'm not going to be able to rove around today like I would normally do up here because it's still all overgrown. But I thought I'd give it a go. Species wise, well, we're looking at chub, definitely chub. Some nice roach up here, which I've had in the past, and some nice brown trout up here as well. Not of any real size, but you know, some nice fish to catch. And I'll be absolutely delighted today if I could just catch maybe a roach or 2, or a brown trout or 2, or a chub. So we'll see how it goes. At least we're fishing anyway. And as I say, it's just a small tributary, this one, the Honeybridge stream, and we'll see how we get on. Now, I've got my usual rod, the one I always use most of the time on the river, my Omni feeder rod, 8-foot Omni feeder rod, link ledger, 6-pound mainline straight through today, which is that there. Couple of gripper stops on a small swivel, 2 SG shots there, should be enough in here. If not, I'll put a 3rd one on. And then what we got here, we've got a size 10, I believe this is, circled hook. That's Korda. There we go. And that's basically what it is. Couldn't be any simpler, to be honest. I enjoyed my session the other day on Friday at the lock. Really enjoyed that, but it was tough, as it always is on the rivers. Once you get all this rain, and that, especially on this river, it's often difficult to fish. And as we go further into autumn and winter, I shall be up here more often, and the chest stream, because those of you that have watched my last few videos will know that Andrew's been fishing with me a couple of times anyway. He fished the chest stream a couple of days ago. I think it was the day that I fished the lock, and he had a chub out of the chest stream on the very last knockings, on the very last cast. He was just about to pack up and boom, off it went. So well done Andrew to that. That's happened to me a few times as well. You know, you've had nothing on these streams and then all of a sudden right at the very end you get one. That's happened up here a couple of times as well. But anyway, we'll see what happens today. Time wise it's nearly 10:10. As I say, a beautiful morning. I'm just having my cup of tea. Bait wise, I haven't got any worms. I couldn't get no worms today. So I've got me Warburton's bread, which is a definite must for the chub, but I've also brought with me the maggots that I had over, and they're in prime condition from what I had over Friday, because I didn't use many. I got a load here, so I've just trickled a few maggots in there. I've got no ground bait with me today. Just trickled a few maggots in there, just something, you know, to get any fish interested. So we'll try maggots and bread flake on the hook and see how we get on. So I'll see you in a minute when I'm fishing. Right, let's not fishing yet. Let's kick off with a piece of bread flake. So it's not, I mean, this particular swim doesn't look a lot different, to be honest with you, in the winter months. So, you know, it's still basically the same. It's not a lot different. So we're back on the Honeybridge stream, first cast of the session. I think I'll just push those stoppers up a bit. There we go, like that. Let's see how we get on. I'd much rather see the rod than see me, I think. As I say, we could be sitting here for ages, you know, because as I said to you earlier, I've only got 2 swims I can fish. But at least we're fishing, you know, we've got a chance. As I say, I'm fishing this a couple of months earlier than what I would normally be fishing it. And you know what it's like with chub. If you get one, I ain't gonna get another one from here. But if there's any roach about, that would be brilliant. Because, and I don't know what else there is in here. That's the mystery of these sort of places. Really magical. I've just gone 10:15. I'm not sure what time I'm going to be here till. Probably about 3ish. I wasn't sure whether I'd be, because I've never, because as you know, or most of you know, I cycle. So coming up here Friday, or at the lock Friday, and then doing it again up here. I mean, this was a 2-hour bike ride for me this morning, because I didn't go by the main road. I went up the Downslink, which is further, really. So you come out on the Partridge Green Road, and then you turn left. It's still about another 25 minutes, half hour, from when you come out of the Downslink, come off the Downslink. So it was here we go. That was me that time, but there was a touch before that. Definitely a touch before that. That was definitely a bit of interest. What a shame I bloody knocked it. Yeah, there's definitely a couple of taps there before I clumsily knocked it. Yeah, as I say, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be up to it on another bike ride, but I was so enthusiastic about coming up here, and I felt alright anyway. And I thought I will come up here, because they give a lot of rain again next week from midweek onwards. Now, it's definitely a tap, and again, little knocks. Definitely something there. There's definitely fish down there. As I say, if we catch anything today, it's not going to be loads of fish. It might just be 1 or 2 or 3 if you're lucky. Also got my long landing net today, because you need that down there. It's quite a way down. A lot of cloud cover coming over, which is good. At least they give it dry today. Not a breath of wind. Really good conditions. Bit chilly, but not too bad. This is exciting. I can just about make out my bread flake fluttering around, and I can just about make out fish swimming around the bread flake, and every so often the rod tip just goes like that. I'm not sure what size they are. I can make out little shapes swimming over the bread flake down there. And so every so often I keep getting a few little taps. I actually think that maggots could do quite well here today. Could catch a few. I don't know. It's a lovely little swim to fish this. You know, you can just park yourself down. I didn't need to bring my chair or anything. As long as you've got your waterproofs, because you definitely need them and wellies. I think what I'll do, I think I'll put a fresh bit of bread on in a minute. And again, a couple of little taps. There's definitely fish down there. I would say, judging by the bites, that they're probably roach. So some lovely looking roach in here. And I've had a few brown trout out as well, but that was about, blimey, that was about 5 or 6 years ago on the float on maggots. I haven't had any since, so I can always cast a bit further up there as well. This is probably my favourite spot here. This one, and well, the two we're going to be fishing today is this one and the one further down are my two favourite spots out of all of them. There is the other one, if you've watched my videos up here, right underneath the trees, which is just up there. I will go and have a look at it, but I'm pretty sure you won't be able to fish that. I've had one or two out of there before, but you can normally only fish that around January time. I just had a nice bite then. I just cast a little bit further up. Whether it's taking the bread off or not, I don't know. So exciting fishing these sort of places, it really is. There we go, it's definitely a bite. I don't know whether my camera will pick it up, but it's definitely something there. And a little touch there. So that's the thing with this rod. I know some people might think it's a bit of a flimsy rod to be using at times. Like, you know, I can understand why they think that, but I'll tell you what, it didn't half register the bites. I mean, those bites I was getting Friday at the lock, little taps, tiny little taps, but this rod tip was picking them up. That's what I love about it, is that it is very sensitive tip. Leave this out for another 5 minutes. So I'll be well happy with one chub. I think that's all I'm going to get. If I get any at all, it'll only be one. But I'd love to catch one or two of those roach in here as well. And we will try maggots a little bit later. And again, another little touch. I know there's fish down there. I keep switching the camera off, switching it on. A little pull round just then. Only a small one. Fascinating, really is. As I might not catch anything, but I know there's fish down there. And every so often that rod tip, slight indications. I certainly will put some maggots on in a minute. Right, the bread's been stripped off. So what I'm going to do, put a few maggots on there and see what happens now. Let's give that a go. A bunch of red and white maggots. I had to put my coat back on now, it's quite chilly. And of course, that bike ride, I was sweating when I got here. Right, let's see how we go from here. This is on maggots. Yeah, straight away. It might be that I'm going to have to put a smaller hook on, but that could be the way to go. Let's see if the camera can pick the bites up. Tap there. I might end up having to change the hook. Look, see? Little pulls. There you go. I thought I'd get more of a reaction on the maggots. Oh, I think we've got one. We have. Oh, brilliant. Don't want to lose it. Yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. I think, I'm not sure if it's a roach or a chublet until I get her a bit closer. Ah, brilliant. So changing the maggots paid off as I thought it might do today. It's a roach. No, it ain't. It's a... Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a roach. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant stuff. There we are, look. A nice roach. A Honeybridge stream roach. That's on maggots. So it's certainly paid off changing tactics. I will try bread again. But yeah, lovely. Right, let's get her back. There we go. Oh, brilliant. Well pleased with that. Well pleased. Right. Don't think we'll get many, to be honest. Because in such a little pool of water like this, I wasn't sure, you know, with the hook hook size on that, whether I'll be able to hook them, but I managed to get that one all right. Let's try maggots again. Yeah, just a bunch of red and white maggots. Just throw just a pinch. Just five or six maggots out there. There we go. I'll try it again. So when I had those roach here before, I only had 3, more or less in succession. And after that it went completely dead. See if the camera picks the bites up. If I get any more. I'm so pleased with that. Just to show some of you that there are fish in here. As I say, it could well go dead now. Of course, with maggots, you know, you can still catch a chub on them. And I will try casting a bit further up there in a minute. And as I thought, the bites have gone off a bit since I put that fish back. I thought they would. As I say, normally I'd rove around up here, but you can't do that at the moment down here. So we'll fish here for a few hours, and then probably after dinner I'll make my way down to a little swim down a bit further, where there's less water to go at than what there is here. There we go, there's a pool there. Is it on there? Yes, it is. Oh, I think it might be a perch. I think it's a perch. Oh, maybe the first one of those I've had from in here. Yeah, it is. It's a perch. Ah, brilliant stuff. Oh, great stuff. Not a bad one either. It's all right. Oh, this is brilliant. This is. Blimey. Cool, my first perch from the Honeybridge string. And it's unhooked as well, even better. Because they do tend to take the hooks down. Right. Oh, that's great. Let's have a look at this. Blimey. Look at this, look. Great stuff. Oh, it's the first perch I've had from in here. I didn't know whether there was any in here or not. I thought there might be, but oh, that's brilliant. So that's a roach and a perch. Look at that. Probably, might be wrong, but probably never been caught before. Great stuff. Look at that, look, lovely. Look at the black lines on it, the black, look, it's beautiful. Cool, I'm well pleased with that. He wants to get back, doesn't he? There we go. So it's a Honeybridge stream roach and a Honeybridge stream perch we've had now. God, this is brilliant. I'm absolutely delighted with this at the moment, I tell you. Look at that, what a beautiful fish. Beautiful perch. On a little stream like this. Magic. Right, let's get her back. I know you're desperate to get back, mate. Let's get you back. There we go. That's it. That's it. Right. Oh, I'm well pleased with this. Well pleased with it. I think it warrants. Let's get that. Warrants a cup of tea in a minute. So you just don't know what you're going to catch in here. You really don't. And as I say, the bites will tail off after a while. I'm pretty sure of that. I think what we'll do, we'll give it another 15 minutes and then I'll have a cup of tea and give it a little rest, give it a little break, because I don't think it'll do it any harm just to give it a little break. So we could end up catching virtually anything today in here. As I say, you wouldn't think, a little pool of water like this. Oh my God, did you hear that? Well, that just about tells you, doesn't it? That was decent. That was decent. That was just over there. Flipping hell. I wonder what that was. See, I don't know whether there's pike in here. I don't know. I've never heard of pike being in here, but might have been a chub. Oh, this is brilliant, this is. I hope the camera picked that up. That was decent. I didn't see it, but I certainly heard it. Sounds like a pig. Huh. Oh, that is. Oh, I don't know what that was. It only sounded like a few feet away from me. It sounded like a pig. Grunting sound. Oh. So you don't get anyone up here. Well, I've never seen anyone. Obviously you do get the odd walker, but I've never seen anyone up there. You really are in the middle of nowhere, really. So a roach and a perch up to now, and something decent definitely jumping out over there. So it shows you there's some bigger fish in here, as we know there are anyway from the chub that I've caught there. Although the biggest one I've had, I think, has been just under £3 from in here. Well, I've had several in here of 2, 2.5. But they're lovely looking fish. Whatever fish you catch in here, they're nice looking fish. Nice quality. It might be worth me sticking on, I think, a piece of bread flake. If there is a chub about. There it goes again. Look what it is. Right. Let's put a bit of bread flake on, shall we? Whatever it is, it's only a few feet away from me. It sounds like it anyway. Unless it's a giant frog. That is about where the bite the fish was, around that area. The only trouble is with there, is that I can see my bread flake, but we'll leave it there. I'll give you a closer look at what we've got here. You see the stream winds round in amongst a load of trees and that lot round that bend there, but you can't get round there to fish it, you can't get in there to fish it. And that's what we've got there. Which goes up there, once again it goes into a load of trees and bushes and that. I'm further up there now. I'm a fair way up there now with a piece of bread flake. Whatever that was or is, with that grunting sound, it still keeps doing it every now and again. But it only seems like it's a few feet away from me. But I can't see anything there, but obviously there is something in there. I've never heard it before like that. But as I say, it's fascinating what's in these little places. How big they go up to, these roach and perch and that, I've no idea. As I say, it's the first perch I've had from in here. Never had one before. Beautiful, just hearing the sound of the water. I think there might be a small weir a little bit further up amongst the trees. That's what you can hear. I will go back to maggots again in a minute. Well, the bites on the bread flake have stopped now, but that grunting sound hasn't. I thought it was only a few feet away from me, but I've just got up and walked over and it isn't. It's there's a row of bushes and trees behind me, or further back, and it's somewhere in there. I don't know what it is. It sounds like a pig. I don't know what it is. This is a really nice nice session. This is enjoying this. So just giving it a go on bread flake now and again, and then back to maggots again. Ten to 12 now. My God, that time's going quick. Always does when you're enjoying yourself fishing. Well, it's 5 to 12. What I think I'm going to do, I've had second thoughts. I think what I'm going to do we'll stay here till about 1, have a bit of dinner, and then I will go down to the other swim, which is down further. I won't take all my stuff down, I just take a rod, slice of bread and my maggots, rod stand and a net, see if I can carry that down in one go, stay down there for an hour and then come back here and finish off here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Rather than go down there with everything, taking all my stuff down there. And if I was still getting plenty of bites here, I would have stayed here, but as I expected, the bites have gone off. That's about where I had that perch from before, just in front of those reeds. Well, I've just had a walk along and had a look at the swim that I quite often fish, which is right in the trees, right in the corner behind me, and no chance of getting in there. No, absolutely no chance at all. It's well overgrown. I'm going to have one more cast here because it has gone quiet. The last 45 minutes I haven't had a bite, which I thought would happen. So I'll give it one more cast here. It's just gone 12:05, and then we'll have a walk down to the only other swim that I can fish. As I say, it's not a lot of water there, but you know, there is a chance. And then we'll finish off coming back here, and I'll have a bit of dinner once I come back here. So I think that's what we'll do. So this will be the last cast, and then we'll move down to the next swim. I do wish I could just get it down. There's a bit of a raft down there, right down the very far end. If only I could get it down there. I probably could, but I really do risk losing all my tackle. It's the trouble, getting snagged up. We'll give it 5 more minutes. As I say, then we'll move down there. Just spend about 45 minutes down there. See how it goes for bites, and then we'll come back here. Maybe, just maybe, they might have come back. It doesn't take much to spook these fish, places like this. Right, it's definitely gone quiet. It's 12:15. I haven't had a bite for about an hour now, so I'm gonna go down to the other swim and we'll see how we get on there. As I say, it's only it's less water, a lot less water there than what we've got here. But I've had chub from there before, and that's where I had some trout from as well, brown trout. So we'll have a go, give it a go anyway. Give this bit a rest here, and then we'll come back here and finish off here for the last hour or so, and have a bit of dinner as well. So it's 12:15, and I'll see you down there in a minute. Right, we're just approaching. This is the other swim, and as you can see, that's all we've got to go for. But you know, it's worth having a dabble in there. Certainly worth having a go. In the winter months, around December, January, all this here has died right back, and the water is up further. As I say, I've definitely had chub from here. I've had some brown trout from here on maggots on a float. and there's certainly no harm in giving it a go anyway. So we'll get ourselves sorted out here, and we'll give it a go here for 45 minutes or something like that, and see if we can just winkle a fish out. Right, I've trickled a few maggots in there. I think we're going to kick off on breadflake. A bit cramped here, but let's kick off on a bit of breadflake. It's really exciting, really is. So we're very limited to where we can put it there, so we'll just stick it out in front of us. Yeah, you can see the bottom. You see it on the bottom, so I'm gonna just about flicker out a bit further, just a little bit. There. So give it a go here. It's up past 12 now. Give it a go here till 1 o'clock, half hour, and then we'll go back up there, have a bit of dinner, and finish off for the last hour and a half, couple of hours in that swim. Brilliant fishing conditions though, overcast, not a breath of wind. So the only drawback here is that it is shallow, but I think it's just about deep enough. There's a bite. I'm sure that was a bite. Yeah, it is a bite. It is a bite. That's encouraging. As I say, you won't get many chances here, no matter what the species is. Once you've had one or two, that's virtually it. There was a slight pull to begin with, then a few taps. Could be a chub. I don't know, still there. I will leave it because I'll spook it. So exciting in places like this. When you see that rod tip, just, you know, no matter what sort of bites they are, if you get bite indications, oh, it's so exciting, it really is. Again, maggots might pick up whatever it is in there rather than the bread flake. I don't know. It's still there, it's still there. I'll leave the camera on for a bit longer just in case. Of course, me keep talking doesn't help. You know, a little place like this, as she's still there, whatever it is. We'll try some maggots. I'll be so careful with casting here. they've gone. I wonder if they've gone. Say it don't. As I said to you earlier, you're never going to catch loads of fish from these little places. You're lucky to get one or two, as I was up there. Yeah, see, it looks like the bites have stopped. They've probably wised up already. I've just managed to cast it right up to my left in a really dark, narrow piece of water under the trees, under the bushes. Just see if we can get anything from there. Give it another 10-15 minutes here, and then I think we'll move back to where we was earlier. Every time I switch the camera off, the rod tip goes. Not chub. I'm pretty sure it's not chub bites. They're looks roachy to me. There's a lot of taps on there now. It's weird, every time, literally every time I put my finger on the button of the camera to switch it on, the bites stop. As soon as I switch it off, they start again. They're very intelligent, these fish, I tell you. I think they're more intelligent than what we think they are sometimes. There we go. It's little taps, little plucks. Not on there. I don't want to spook them if I can help it. Is it on there? No, it's not. We'll persevere here for a bit longer yet, as I strive to try and catch my third fish. I had about 5 or 6 maggots on the hook. It's only left one on there. I don't want to put a smaller hook on really, because if I, I'm really set up for chub. I think we're in. Oh, it's a nice bait. Quite a bit awkward that. Got my neck caught up. Oh, lovely stuff. So this was the culprit. Oh, it's a lovely roach. Finally nailed you, mate. And took a liking to my maggots. Right. There we are, look. Great stuff. Right, we'll try there again. We'll try it again, but got my reservations about whether we get any more. Something magical about catching these wild roach. I love it. You know, they look like they've never been caught before, and they probably haven't, some of them. So whether I'll get another bite here now, I don't know. So as you've seen up there, you know, they become very wary. Give it another 5 minutes, see if we can winkle another one out. I'm well pleased with what I've caught. 2 roach and a perch, you know, on a place like this. No chub, but as I say, I think later on in the season, in the autumn, into winter, once you can get at more swims and there's more water to go at, you'll certainly have more of a chance. So we'll give it another 5 minutes and then we'll go back to our original spot and have a bit of dinner and finish off up there. I'm glad I've caught a few fish. It's giving, you know, anyone that hasn't fished, don't fish these sort of places, you know, it gives you an idea as to what's in here, you know, what you can catch. I'll give you a close-up of this swim, this particular swim, look. And that's where I've had the bites, down there. But it appears, as I thought it would do, 1 fish, and that's about it. I did try up there earlier, but I didn't get no bite indications up there because I thought that looked like the ideal place for a chub up there. It's blooming awkward trying to cast up there without getting snagged up. I did manage it, but I don't want to risk it too many times. As I say, when you come to these places, you just got to look for deeper pools of water, little pockets of water like this. And you know, these sort of places are the places where they'll hold fish. As I say, if you look at this particular swim, you've got a current down there. You've got a current running through down there. But over the far side is slack, and that is where they seem to hold out. I've had chub from just over there as well. It's very, very narrow, but it's one of the widest bits on the stream down here. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to reel in, because I don't think I'm going to get any more here now. Go back to the other place, have a bit of dinner, and finish off for the last hour and a half or so up there. So I'll see you back in the original swim. Right, we're back in the first swim again. I've just had my dinner, 10 to 2. I've been fishing here for about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes on bread flake. No sign of anything yet, no bites, no touches at all. And just a little summary of what's happened so far. I've had 2 roach and a perch. Roach and a perch from this swim, and a roach from the other swim just down a bit further. Plus something decent jumping out. I hope the camera picked that up. You wouldn't have seen it. I didn't see it. I certainly heard it. Probably going to be here till around 3. So about an hour and 10 minutes to go. So still got a fair bit of time to try and winkle another fish out. So we'll go back to Maggots again in a minute. Well, back amongst. Ah, lost it. Lost it. Bugger. Ah, I just seemed to cast out a little bit further down the trek and I had one on there. But I lost it, it's not on there now. Try again, same spot, more or less. Ah, what a shame. I want to get it in a certain spot. See if we can. So I do risk getting snagged up, but I think I've got more chance of getting a bite or two further up in the swim. Give it a go. I might get snagged up, but I know where I want it. It's just whether I can get it there. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's roughly around where I had that bite just now. Been another very pleasant session. So I don't know when I'm out again. It won't be next week. It'll possibly be the week after, weather permitting. See what the weather's like and what condition the river's in. As I say, it's the thing with these sort of places. You know, you get a few bites, you get a little period where you've got a chance of catching fish, and you have to take that. You have to take your chances while you can, because it's absolutely odds on that within no time at all those bites will have gone, and you'll be sitting here thinking, were there really fish in my swim? But yes, there was, and they're probably still there. As I say, just wise up to what's going on a bit, I think. And I've got it right in the spot now. As I say, it's not easy getting it there, but that's where I'm getting bites from. It's a bit down there where it narrows. I was just about to pour myself a cup of tea out as well, which I think I will. I would like to get one more. Just over half an hour to go. I've had a couple of chances to get another one, but I missed them both. Oh, nice cup of tea. It's up past 2 now, so we've got half an hour left of the session. I would stay here longer, definitely would stay here longer, but because it takes me 2 hours to ride back from here, unless I go by road, and I don't really like going by road. I haven't got my cycle helmet with me really, so I haven't got my cycle helmet with me, so I should go back over the Downs link. If you're going by road, it takes me about an hour and a half, more or less bang on the dot, hour and a half. Going over the Downs link, yeah, it's a good 2 hours. but when I go over the Downs link I can stop and have a break now and again, but when I'm on the road it's a bit difficult. So I'm not going to be out next week, but I will be out hopefully the week after for another session. This is one of my favourite places up here though. See, I don't think your favourite places necessarily have to be somewhere where you catch big fish. I just love fishing up here. It's a nice comfortable swim, and you never know what you're going to get. Peaceful, it's lovely. That last bite I had, it was a little bit of a pull. It could have been a chub, could have been a chublet or something, I don't know. Just very, very subtle taps. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah. What we got this time? What have we got this time? It's another perch. It's another perch. I don't want to lose it. Don't want to lose it. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, brilliant stuff. Right. It's taking that bunch of red maggots. See, that's where they are. They're further down. Oh, great stuff. This is perch number 2. Similar size to the other one. There we go. Brilliant. There we are. Look at that. Look, posing for the camera as well. Great stuff. A Honeybridge stream perch. Beautiful. Lovely looking fish. So that's perch number 2. So I've had 2 roach and 2 perch now. And that was on a bunch of red maggots. Brilliant. Right, let's get him back. Oh, I'm glad I've got one more anyway. See, it's getting it further down. That's where it is. That's where they are. That's where they are. They're not down this end now. So let's see if we can get it there again. As I say, and I keep banging on about it, I know I can easily get snagged up, and if I do get snagged up and lose me tackle, I'm probably not going to bother setting up again. But we'll see. Yeah, it's not as far this time, but we'll leave it there for a while we have a cup of tea. Down there. Oh, yeah, very enjoyable session this. Say no chub, but you can't have it always, can you? There'll be plenty of opportunities to get a chub later on in the season, I think, up here. I'm not sure where I'm going on the next one yet. We'll see what the state of the river is, what the conditions are like. So I do I probably could have fished Beckley today, but I don't want to keep fishing there all the time. Even though I do like it there and I do quite well there, I don't want to keep fishing there all the time. I want to try different places. I think what I'll do, see if I can give you a different shot of this actual swim, so you can see what it looks like further up. If I can get down there, I have to be careful because my rod's still out. So if anything happens on it, I'll have to dive back a bit quick. I'm not sure what it's like down here for standing on, but I have actually fished off of here before. Probably could have done, I could have fished off here today actually. Yeah, now as you can see it very, very clearly now. Up there. Really, basically, it's almost as far as you can get it. I think that's is that a piece of wood or log or something running across from one side to the other? That's as, you know, if you can get it with about two or 3 feet this side of that log or whatever it is, that's where the bites are. I mean, earlier on this morning they were down here. So I'm just fishing up there, but I could have set up down here. But it's comfortable up there. It's nice to sit down. That's basically all I've got, so I'm well happy with catching 4 fish. You know, 2 different species. I did think about having a go down there, but it's a bit awkward getting down. There's a load of stingers and that. So yeah. Hang on though, ain't fish feeding down there, is it? Don't think so. I'll tell you what, I might give it a little go down there in a minute before I pack up. I think I might do. I'll give it a go. If I don't get snagged up, that is. So if I do get snagged up, I shall call it a day. I'm not setting up again. Let's chuck a few maggots in there. I thought I saw signs of some bubbles or some fish. It might have been, it might not have been anything. It might have been the current. But it did look a bit like it might have been. There's no harm, is there, in giving it a go? A bit careful. Just drop it in there. See how we get on. It's about as close as I can get the camera. Yeah, getting bites. I'll get it a bit closer to the camera. I thought there were some tacks when I first cast out, but maybe they weren't. It's awkward trying to set the camera up here. Oh yes, it is a bite as well. Right, I'm going to have to put the camera down for a minute. Another perch. I'll have to swing this one over. Yay! Brilliant stuff. Right. Really sorry about that. My apologies. I couldn't stand the camera up, the tripod up, because we're on a really slopey bank here. There's another perch. Not a bad one. Again, about the same size as the others. There we are, look, so at least we've had fish from 3 different swims. There we go. Perch number 3. Brilliant stuff. Right. I'll show you what we got down there. I can do that. Just bring it. As you can see, very narrow, but surrounded by stingers and brambles and that. You know, you never know what's in these sort of places. You really don't. And if you can get in there to try it, it's definitely worth, you know, worth a chuck or two. That seems to be the order of the day. You know, you get a fish or two and then that's it. Whether it's a chub or whatever it is, you don't seem to get many chances. I should definitely be back up here again. Catching some of these wild roach and wild perch. Well, that looks about it in this swim. Just the one bite, the one fish, the one perch, and that's about it. So what I'm going to do, it's nearly 3 o'clock. I will just have one more chuck back there, and for 5 minutes, and then I'll slowly start packing up then. Yeah, so I'll see you back there in a minute. Well, it's nearly 3:20 now. I've virtually packed up on what's been a very enjoyable session. So I ended up with 3 perch and 2 roach. I'm very pleased with that, you know, especially in a place like this. You know, it's not easy, really isn't easy, but it just shows you that you can catch fish on little streams like this. And of course we know there's chub up here as well, but no chub today, but maybe next time on that. You know, these perch and roach, they look so lovely when you catch them from little streams like this. They really, to me, they look like they haven't been caught before, and they probably haven't. So yeah, very enjoyable session, very enjoyable. Now I will be out again, not next week, but possibly the week after, weather permitting. We'll see what it's like. Possibly back on the main river again, although I'm not sure. You really are governed now this time of the year now by the weather, by how much rain we've had. I'm lucky really that I can come up here, or I've got Chest Stream if the river is flooded. So that's a great option, it really is. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've certainly enjoyed fishing up there today, very pleasant indeed, and I'm really happy with what I've caught. Thank you so much for subscribing to my fishing channel. Enjoy your own angling, definitely do that, and thank you for pressing the like button, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.